Welcome back, guys. And today we will be developing a full stack web application using Spring Boot and React.js. Okay, so we will not be using the like in we will use the React for the front end and MySQL for the database. Okay, and the project name is employee management system. So this is how it will be held. And I'm thinking I'm on. Okay, so let's start. So first will be our generate the project. We will generate the project. Okay, so let's click on new projects. And here we go. Let's click on it. Okay, we will not able to do it from here. So what we will do is simply. Okay, so guys, so I am in a Spring initializer. I will open a Spring initializer. Okay, and this is our very first thing which we should do to generate a Spring project. Okay, so here we are having we will choose Maven as a project. Maven project it will be like build tool will be Maven. Okay, and we are choosing Java for the language. We can choose Groovy or Kotlin as well, but in this for this project we are using मैं जो हूँ मैं जावा को चूज करूँगा ठीक है so we will choose Java then we will choose okay this is correct okay Spring Boot version we will choose we will give the um, like group com dot example you can give your company name in place of example artifact I will give employee management sorry okay so artifact is given employee management and the name will be employee management but we can make it better okay so employee management okay so description we can give like employee management system so it is employee management system so we can give the description as employee management system okay and package name is okay that com.example.employee management we can give it like this okay or like this as well or like this it's up to you but it's okay there is no problem in it okay so now I will choose 17 as a Java version प्रॉपर्टीज दैट इज इम्पोर्टेंट यामल भी कर सकते हैं हम लाइक एप्लीकेशन और प्रॉपर्टीज में बट इट इज नॉट आई विल नॉट रिकमेंड बिकॉज आई एम हैविंग a lot of experience with application or properties and the problem it gets sometimes what happens is your Spring Boot application doesn't run if you are included the YAML so don't include it then add dependency I will add web Spring Web is quite important guys and there are other things like JPA we will add JPA and you can see JPA is added then we can add MySQL driver and let's add it MySQL driver guys then we will add Spring Boot Dev Tools Spring Boot Dev Tools is basically when we make any changes in our database sorry web application so it will automatically uh, like rerun the application okay so that's the main benefit of it but you have to make changes in the application properties as well so I will tell you what changes you have to do then you will add Lombok so for removing the boiler code, reducing the boiler code. We are using the Lombok like getter setters हम बनाएंगे entity में तो boilerplate can cause the issues. Okay, so we will add Lombok as well. We will add validation and we will add the options. Okay, but it is not okay. We will um, okay, it's fine. These many बाद में और if we like need anything in further, so we can definitely will add it into the form.xml. So let's generate the project and we will add into the downloads folder. Okay, and okay, we will get it. Okay, we got it. That zip is here. Okay, guys. So the zip is there. So what I will basically gonna do is we are having the employment zip file, so we will extract it here, okay, and we got it. So what will I will be doing here is simply I will open it into the or what we can do is simply uh, we can open it using okay we will so okay guys okay guys, so we are importing it into the IntelliJ IDEA. Okay, so I'm trusting the project and it will be getting open inside of it very soon. And let's go. I think so. There should be no problem. And this, yeah. And let's see everything is perfectly fine or not. Yeah, it is. And let me see our this yeah this file and we have to set up the SDK. So that is important. We have multiple JDKs, but I'm choosing this one because the project is Java JDK 17 based, so we will choose 17 version. So let's wait some time. So the indexing will be done, so we can run our application. But till then, we can do something. Dismiss it. It is not important. Okay, application name, good. Yeah, we are having the application name which we had added into the Spring initializer. That is nice. Okay, so that's good. Okay, guys. So okay. Let me check if we are having Lombok or not. I will go into plugins. Let's quickly check. Lombok. Yeah, we haven't installed it till now. That can cause an issue. We will install it. Okay, let it install. I think it will not take a lot of time. Lombok is pretty much important and okay, I didn't apply it, but let me see again. Lombok in the okay in the here it should have we should get the Lombok. Okay, so uh, now what I will do is simply I will go to client. Okay, client. Okay, MySQL client, and here I will as we are using MySQL as a for the database purpose, so definitely uh, you guys should have MySQL installed in your uh, desktop, so there will be no issue. Okay, so let's go inside of it and show databases. uh, we are creating a new project, so we will create a new database. But if you can see here, I'm having already a database. So what I will do is simply, or what I can do here simply, I will just remove the database. How can I remove? Or I will create a new database. Okay, create database. Uh, employee. Okay, employee. emp. Okay, and it is created, and we have to use it, and we will use it. Okay, so database is successfully changed. So that was and so now we are having the database. So what I will do is simply I will add the credentials of the database in this file. Okay, application.properties. So the the code is like spring.datasource.url is equal to jdbc. Okay, jdbc colon mysql spring.datasource.url is equal to jdbc colon mysql, then colon forward slash localhost 3 because you know guys, the MySQL is works on the localhost 3306, and our database is emp guys. Okay, so we will put it here. Okay, then the uh, then we will put the username like okay, sorry. Okay, data source dot username is equal to my username is root, so I will put root spring dot data source dot okay, sorry, source dot password. My one is this password, so I will put it down here. um okay, so okay, so I got, so this is the credentials we have to put, like we have to give the hibernate.ddl data definition language is equal to auto, means it will generate automatically, and when we will put anything inside of the database, like we will make changes into the database, so those changes will be updated, not created. So we also have this as well, but it's completely removes all the existing data, and it does not just update, it's completely removes. So this is the thing, and this is the credentials, your server.port 8080. Okay, so our web application will run on this port, and okay, so it can run, let me see, it should work now. So guys, so guys, I think we can run the application now because the database is configured and all. So let's click on the run button. Then let's see how it goes. I think it should work. So we got the Spring Legacy and Legendary logo here, and that is the version of 3.5.7. Okay, and it is working. Okay, so you can see here started Spring Boot employee management application. That is nice. So it's good. It is working. So now let's terminate it for a second, and let's see something. Okay, so what I will do here simply is that I will create a entity layer. Okay, so here what I will do, I will click on new and I will create a new package and called as uh, entity. So entity, okay. So we will create an entity layer, and in this entity layer, I will create a Java class, and the class name will be employee. Okay, so we will create it, and here we go. We got it. So in this class, what we are having is simply like look, we will be generating getters and setters, but before that, what I will do is simply I will generate a ID. Okay, so each employee will be having a ID. Okay, so the ID will be of long type. Okay, guys. So and it's okay, wait a second. Okay, private long ID, and we got it a field, and we will annotate it with ID. Why? Because it will be connected with the uh, GP entity. So we will declare it as an ID, and it will be means whenever means this entity will be becoming a table in the MySQL. So after becoming the table, so each table will be having an ID. So whenever we will create a new employee object, so each employee will be having an ID. So we will have to generate a specific ID each time. So we will make it a generated value. So generated value means after generating the value, we will assign a strategy. So means what strategy will be having, so that um, whenever uh, new employee will be means created into inside of the database by the front end, so it will be having this is the primary key and it will be generated automatically. So this primary key will be generated or automatically. Okay, so this is the thing. So this is the one of the field. Then we will make another one field, that is name. So as it is a name, guys, so um, it will be of type string, and okay, private string name, and then we are having email as well. Okay, so we will make email private, and that email will be of string type as well. So email, okay, so the email will be string type as well. We will make a department, so each uh, employee will be having a department, guys. So as okay, okay, wait, okay. So each employee will be having a department, and as each employee will be having a department, my hand is like okay. So guys, Okay, so I was having little problem, but let's go again. So what I'm doing here simply, I'm creating multiple fields. Okay, so first field is name, ID, name, email, and department we are creating. Okay, so department. Okay, so this is one field. Then we are having uh, each employee will be having a salary as well. So a salary can be of any digit. So we will make it double. Okay, double data type, and this is how it's work. And what I will do is simply I will annotate. Okay, so after annotating data, Lombok, it is a Lombok annotation guide. So getter setters will be generated. Then yes, and this is a JPA entity, guys. So as it is a JPA entity, we will annotate it with entity @entity. Okay, so that is important. And as it is a JPA entity, the data it will be the the table will be created in the inside of the database. And as the table will be created inside of database, we can specify the name of the database. Otherwise it will be created on the name of the class as well. Okay, so if you don't specify, if we won't specify the actual name of the table, so it will be generated as the name of the employee class. Okay, so but we are specifying here. So this is the things. So our entity is ready, guys. So our GPA entity is ready. So now what I will do here simply, as added data is added, so getter setters will be generated and basic fields are there. So now we will create a repository layer, and that repository layer is quite important for us. So let's create a package called as repository. Okay, so repository is created, and in this package we will create a Java class. So sorry, it will be interface, guys. And so in the repository, okay, so we will create an interface here. So let's click, but the name of the interface will be, that is, if we are creating the interface. So uh, okay, so let's create an interface, and let's go. And as this is an interface, it will be extending to JP repository. Okay, uh, it will be extending to our GPA repository, guys. Okay, okay, so it will be extends JPA repository, guys. Why JPA repository? Because uh, and the most important thing, the JPA repository, as it is extending, it will be having two parameters as well. So first one is the type of the primary key we are having, and first will be the entity we are having, and the type of the primary key of that particular entity. Okay, guys, so this is the thing. So this is how it is working. I don't think there are any errors in this. there are no errors. So now we can create the service layer. So after the repository layer, the third thing we can do is just create the service layer. Okay, guys. So let's create the service, and after creating service, we will create an interface into it because we are uh, creating layered architecture, uh, like but the thing is that okay, we have to create a employee. So but this is a service for the employee, guys. So we have created the employee service here. As we have created the employee service, we are having the class called as employee service. So in this class, we have to do something. So as it is a service, guys, it is a service, Spring service, uh, service capital. Okay, we are having service. So we will annotate this class as a service. And here, what we gonna do here simply, as we are having the repository as well, we will get a lot of methods as well. So we will make a dependency injection. We will need employee repository, guys, here. So let's take it employee repository. Employee repository we are getting, and we will put its name as repository. Okay, so as we are creating a dependency injection, so we have to annotate it with auto wired, and we got the dependency here. Then we will make a couple of methods, guys, like get all employees. So there, as we are having the repository, so there are a couple of methods in it. So uh, as it is having a couple of methods, so we can utilize them to actually make our services business logic. So uh, as we are, the first is get all employees. So as we are this method is like returning all the employees in the form of list, guys, because all the employees will be stored in some database, some data structure. So we will store all the employees inside of the employee in the list. Okay, and the method name is get all employee. Okay, so this is the method. So we haven't imported the list. Okay, so uh, let's import it. Just hover over it, and we will import it. Okay, easy easy lemon squeezy. And now get all employee is our method. Then uh, as you know, guys, it is a resource, so we will put as get all employees, and we will return something. Okay, so we will use the dependency injection we have already done. So we will use this method find all. So all the employees will be returned here, and easily then we will make another method, and in this method what will happen is simply that we will get employee on the basis of their IDs. Okay guys, so as we are uh, like getting, it is a camel case, so method name is camel case by by ID. Okay, so we will get the, and what we will pass, we will pass the ID, and from where we will get that ID guys, we will get that ID from the front end. So they will they will able to access it easily. So what method we can use of the repository here? So we are just returning one simply employee, so we can use repository dot find by ID. So we are having this method. Okay guys, here we go. So we will pass the ID into it. As you know, we are having ID from the front end. So and if and okay okay, sometimes what happens is sometimes what will happen is simply that we will not gonna get the ID from the front end. So at that time what we will do, we'll simply pass the null. Okay, so this is the thing. Then we will make the third method, that is we will create the employee in our database. So we'll save the employee. Okay, so that is also a method. So to save the employee, we will get the employee from the front end guys. So we will pass the employee object inside of this method. Okay, so that is the thing. So we'll pass the employee object inside of this method, and in this method we are having we can use the repository method. So let me show you which particular method we will use. So we will return save, and whatever object we are getting now, we will definitely pass into this method. Okay, of the repository. So this is how our save employee method is done as well. Now you know what, we have to delete the employee from the database as well. So we will make the method for it as well. So that is very simple. We will means when we will delete any particular employee, we will delete from on the basis of their ID guys. So as we will delete from on the basis of their ID, we will just delete it, and we will not gonna return anything. Okay, but we will deleting, not just delete, we will deleting on the basis of ID, and we will be passing the ID, that particular ID, into the repository method. So this is how our uh, CRUD operations of services is done. So all the CRUD operations. Now what we'll simply gonna do is we are having the repository, so the database, everything we are having. So we have used that methods inside of our services to build our business logic. Now we will create REST APIs guys, and for the REST APIs we'll have to create the um, package called controllers. Okay, and all the controllers will be placed over here. Controllers. So controller. Okay, controller package we will make. So we have created it. Now we will create the first REST API. Okay, so means we will create a class, and it is the REST API of what? It is a controller of what entity? So it is control of employee entity, guys. So we will give the name of this class as employee controller. Okay, so it is created, and as it is created, what we will gonna do here simply that we are having this class, and guys, we are building the full stack web application, so it will be a REST controller. This class will be REST controller, and we will make a universal mapping as well. So all the employees related things will be mapped over this endpoint. So I'm showing you that endpoint. We can do the endpoint on the upper side of the above the methods as well, but this API will be related to employee only. So that is why what I am doing is simply I'm just denoting about the class. So an employees is the resource. So that is also important. Because we are designing a REST API, so we have to follow the best practices, guys, as well. Okay, and cross origin, you have to make sure of the uh, capital. Okay, capital things, and we will give the origins, and that origin will be why I will give the origin as localhost 3000, because whatever we will gonna get now we will get from the front end, guys. So we will get from the React.js web application. So the port number of that web application will be okay. So we have integrated the front end, guys. You have to make sure that we have so here the front end integration is happening. Okay, so we have integrated with the front end on this part. So now we are quite a lot ready to do something, like we are quite a lot ready to make the what do you say, the REST controllers, endpoints, and all REST APIs. So let's jump into the REST API. So we will need service, obviously, because uh, it is having the business logic, and we will need that business logic to use to design our endpoints. So we will make a dependency injection and employee service. Okay, and we will call it as service, and we will annotate it with auto add because we are making dependency injection. So that is how it is done. So um, so we got a service. Now what I will do here, I will make a method, and that will be the method is get all employees. Okay, so this method is get all all employee, and the return type of method will be, as we are getting all the employees, so return type will be employee, but in the for the list. Okay, so we are importing the list as well, and we will what we will do, we will simply pass the employee, means the employees, it will be of uh, the list of the employee types, means all the elements stored inside of this list will be of employee type. Okay, so this is our method, so let's complete this body. Okay, so this method will return, we are having method from the service there, so we will use it very simply. So first method is done. Now what okay, so this is the just a method, guys, but we have to do the mapping. So we are just getting the employees, and that is why we will use the get mapping, and the URL is already specified in the above of the class, but so we don't need to specify. This will be the root URL for it, that is API / employees. Okay, so this is the first REST API we have designed. First mapping is done. Then second mapping, what we will do is simply we will get the employees on the basis of their particular IDs, guys. So that's what you should make sure that. Okay, so uh, we will be having a particular ID of that particular employee. So this will be in the form of like this, and it is a variable, template variable. Okay, so it will be like this, and as we know, so let's make our method public. Shit, let me see, it is okay. I was doing something else. Leave it. We are getting the employees on the basis of their IDs, guys. So the return type will be employee, because after getting the employee we will return the employee as well, right? So the method name will be get employee, and we will, as we are using the template variable, so we'll have to use the path variable into the method, because we will get it from the URL, right? So that's how path variable, and it is of ID, right? So we know that ID of the employee is of what type? It is of type long, so we will get it in the form of long. So the path variable of the type long, guys, because employee is of what type? Is of long type, means the primary key of the employee, ID of the employee is long type. So we will use the service again, and we will use the what method of the service? We will use the get employee by ID. Say we are having it, so we got it, and we'll pass the ID into it. Okay, because you know to get the employee on the basis of ID, we should have ID, and we got it from the path and from the mapping, and we got it from the path variable, and we are passing into the get employee by ID method. So next is we will do create employee. So we had a method in the it will be having of type create employee, and as we are creating, we will get the uh, we will get what? We will get the body of the employee from the front end, guys, and we will annotate with request body, so we will we can able to, but before that we will annotate with post mapping because we are getting uh, the employee object from the front end and on this URL only. Okay, so that is the, so we are returning and we will pass the employee into it. Okay, because this needs a URL. So this is how our create employee method is REST API is done as well. So let's create update employee because we want to update it as well. Okay, on the basis of their IDs. So sorry. So you know what? We usually use the put for the updating something. So we will be having put for updating the employee. Okay. So um, put mapping we are using, but that should be done at last. So let's make the method here. Let's make why I'm giving the mappings before making the methods because I want to make you sure that what we will pass inside of the method. That's why I'm doing that. But we can annotate it after. Okay, after as well. That's not an issue. Update employee, and as we are getting a variable from the URL, so we will get a path variable, and as it is a ID, so we know that it is of long type, and we are also getting a body as well because we are uh, like uh, means we are finding the employee particularly, and then we are um, getting it means updating it as well. Okay, so which employee we have to update, we should pass it as a body of request body. Okay, so we got it. So now we will make the method body. Okay, so I will tell you how to do that. So we are just creating a REST endpoint for the updating the particular employee. Okay, so what we can do is simply set id. Why we do that, I will tell you afterwards. Because we got the ID from the, and we are having a method as well. So let me show you. You will say like we did it before as well. Why we are doing again? So let me show you what is the logic here. And same employee. Okay, listen. So we are what we want to do is simply we want to update the employee. So all the data will be preserved here. So employee will be saved in the database, but we are actually gonna update some of the information. So we are getting that information in the form of the employee object from the front end. So the updated employee will be saved in the database. So it is similar to creating a new employee, but we are just saving particular information which is updated here. Okay, so of that particular ID. So that was the logic behind this REST point. And the last one, we did a couple of CRUDs, and now we will do simply the last CRUD, that is deletion. So let's create the method for that. And you know that methods of the deletion is usually the return type of return type of void because we are not returning anything. And let's make it empty for some seconds. I will tell you why I'm doing that to make you understand only. So um, we are not returning anything, okay? But we are deleting an employee. So we are having the service here. But what we will do? We will need an ID for deletion. So how will we get that ID? From the um, as it is of method of deletion. So I will annotate it with delete mapping. And I will simply what I will do, I will pass the ID and as I'm passing, sorry, okay, uh, and it is a template variable, so we will do this like this, and okay, here as we are getting it from the path, so path variable, and okay, so this is how it is working, right? So delete employee. So every each and every REST API is done. Okay, so each and every okay. Now what we'll do is simply we can test it on the Postman as well, but what I'm going to do here simply check if there are any errors or what. So that is important. And let's enable the Lambok annotations because they are quite a lot important. I don't think we have done any mistake, guys. So there should be no issue. And yes, we are having no issues as well. We can test inside of the. Well, let me show you. Okay, so guys, I am in Postman, and you can see here I have created a collection here. And first method. Okay, let's collapse it. Oh God, sorry, there are mistakes happen. Okay, so that's not an issue. Okay, so first request I have done was get request. Okay, so I got an empty array in the return back, and that was because of some reasons, guys. And I will tell you the reason why I got the empty because this is the first employee means from that endpoint like API forward slash employees we get all the employees, but we are not having any employee as of for now, so there is no chance of having. Okay, okay, guys. So we are I means like testing the REST endpoints. So to make sure that everything is working properly as expected. Okay, so you know what? The first REST API that is HTTP localhost 8080 API employees returns all the list all the employees. Okay, basically it is a get method. So it has returned a couple of employees. You can see nothing. It has returned because there is no employee we have added till now. Once we will add any employee, it will return them in the JSON format particularly. Okay, guys. So for that we will have to add any particular employee inside of this list. Okay, so we will do it, but even if we do this now that we that template variable and we are passing here the IDs and all, so that also won't work because we are not having any employee here. So if we are doing one, so it will not return nothing. Okay, so because we are not having any employee of ID one. Sorry. So the thing is we will create an employee. Okay, guys, that is the most brilliant thing we can do right now. So we will go to the body and here into the raw, and here we will do something. We will create a JSON object, and here we will give the first name. So this is not how it is. Okay. Uh, we will have to. Okay, guys. So you can see here simply that okay. So we have the JSON. Okay. So we are having the body of the employee. So we will pass it. The ID will be generated one automatically for sure. I'm hoping so it will work. So let's click. Okay, it is not working because our backend is not running properly. Okay, so let's try again. Here we go. Okay, it is giving us. Okay, so is it good? Let's. Acha, okay, we haven't made it post. So let's try again. Okay, guys, let's go. ID one, name John Doe, and that is okay. We can make another post. Okay, so John um, Williams. Williams. Okay. Uh, John John only. Okay, and that is human resource, or we can say marketing. Okay. So marketing role, John Williams will be having, and his salary will be 65,000. Okay, 65,000. And let's try again. I think it will work. Okay, guys, let's go. And look at this. The ideas are creating automatically. So that's a very good thing. And I want to show you one thing as well. Okay, just remove this. Okay, that we will remove it, and I want to show you like we were getting the empty array list beforehand, but now it will return two employees. Okay, so because we have added them into the database. Okay, so that's a very good thing. Okay, guys, so right now we will make the front end. So we will make inside of our root folder, we will create a folder. Okay, so we'll call it at employee management front end. Okay, so our backend is running perfectly fine. So that is why. Okay, so we will go into that. But okay, CD, sorry. And yes, so now it is okay. Okay, now what I will do is I will run a command npm init dash y. So I'm sure it will give us some things. Let's go inside of it, and yes, we got a package.json. Okay, and that's what we want. We got a package.json. Okay, we got so this is the package.json, and let me tell you what we are installing. We are installing React. Okay, MUI, material library, Axios, React, React DOM, React Router DOM, React scripts. All of this we are installing, and we have added into our package.json. So after adding it to it, I will just run a command npm install. Okay. Okay. Sorry, and it will install all of the dependencies. Okay, from the package.json. Okay, so it will install or update the dependency, but I think it is taking a little bit time because okay, guys, so now what I have done, simply I have created some React uh, app. So from this command, okay, so our React app is inside of this front folder. So it is automatically having the Axios, Material UI and all inside of it automatically, so we don't have need to install it there them separately. So first thing what I will do, I will go inside of that public folder, and after going inside of the public folder, so here inside of this what index.html, you can see the description. So this is not our description, so I will change it. So first, as it is not having our description, so what is our description? So, but before that, I want to change something else as well. There are a lot of things which can be changed, but first of all, this is not our like app React app. So our app title is employee. Sorry, employee employee management system. Yes, it is management system, but we can do inside. Okay, I will tell you what to do, but that is not an issue. Okay, so we will do like that. System. Okay. Okay, so this is employee management system. The content we are having here. So what we're gonna do here is, wait a second, where is the insert? So insert is somewhere. Okay, okay, it is called. Um, yeah. So in the content we will place like employee management system. It is management system. These are our not quite a lot necessary things, but I'm doing just for the sake of the work, right? So that's how everything gonna be okay, right? So that's how it will work. Now we will go to src folder, and index.js we will go inside, and okay, I don't want integer id ultimate. And index.js, so it is very important, like here the javascript is loaded for the first time inside of the react app. So it is quite okay. So here what I will do is simply I will do browser. Why I'm doing that? Because the router of the browser, so that is important to do. So this is how the browser router is done, and our app will be inside browser router. Okay. So okay, so and browser router. Okay, so this is the browser router, and okay, this is done. Now what we have to do is simply go inside of the src, and we are having theme.js. Theme.js. So I think we are not having it src, so we'll create it. Let's create a new file. Maybe okay, let's create it. Uh, theme.js. Why I'm doing this? Because I want to do a light theme, and um, I want to do light theme and dark theme integration in our application. So it is important. Okay, so that is the thing. So we want to import const. We want to import. We want to import light theme. Okay, so okay, Wilson. First we will import create theme. Why? Because we are getting them. Okay, so they are like the dependencies. At the rate MUI material slash styles. Okay, so this is the thing we have done. Okay, so we have imported it. Then we have to create a components. Okay, so let's create it. uh, we'll create a functional component. Okay, and we will create it. And we are writing some of the CSS. Okay, guys, here. So that is important. So I'm writing for you guys. So you have to make sure you are liking the video. Okay, guys, because it is quite important. Okay, so let me show you. So it is dark mode and light mode we are integrating. Okay, so that is very important to understand.